William and Sarah got married in a cotton patch. I'm going to show you a picture of my great-grandmother, Sarah, and her husband, which is my great-grandfather, William Denson. William and Sarah got married in a cotton patch. To begin my life story, I want to tell you something about my heritage. Our heritage is about our ancestors. As we get older, some of us have a desire to always know about our ancestors. We want to know where we came from. This is because our human nature has a strong sense of history, a desire to know that each generation is a vital link between the present and the past. Each generation weaves a layer upon a layer. Together, it forms a rich tapestry that gives us our heritage. I'm glad to know that I can share some of my heritage with you. I do not know a lot about my mother's ancestry. All I know is what Mother told me and what she has written in her life story book. I do know that some of my ancestors went through the Trail of Tears. My mother's mother, my Grandma Wilda, was one-half Cherokee Indian. Her full name was Wilda Winningham. Her full name was Wilda Maynard Ledbetter and Helsel, and Winningham was her maiden name. My mother's dad died when she was age 4, and her mother died when she was age 9, which is my grandparents. I never knew what it was like to have grandparents. My ancestors were in the Trail of Tears. If you ever get the time, you can research the Trail of Tears. It's a very sad story. The route that Cherokees had journeyed is known as the Trail of Tears, or the direct translation from the Cherokee, the trail where they cried. The Trail of Tears refers to the forced relocation in 1838, the Cherokee Native American tribe to Indian Territory and what would become the state of Oklahoma later. Many had died along the way. During the journey, it was said the people would sing Amazing Grace. I want to talk to you about Georgia's state flower, the Cherokee rose. No better symbol exists of the pain and suffering of the Trail of Tears than the Cherokee rose. The mothers of the Cherokee grieved so much that the chiefs prayed for a sign to lift the mothers' spirits and to give them strength to care for their children. From that day forward, a beautiful new flower, a rose, grew. Wherever a mother's tear fell to the ground, the rose is white for a mother's tears. It has a gold center. I hear to this day the Cherokee rose prospers along the route of the Trail of Tears. The Cherokee rose is now the official flower for the state of Georgia. Next, I want to talk to you about my great-great-grandparents, Dr. John Pearlie Ford and Susanna Catherine Gullman Ford. I want to tell you the true story about my great-great-grandpa, John Pearlie Ford. Had he not done this, I would not even be here, my family or anyone. Now I want to show you a picture of my great-great-grandparents on my daddy's side of the family. My great-great-grandpa, John Pearlie Ford, was born in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia in 1794. At the age of 17, he married against the wishes of his father. In the War of 1812, he left his wife and 5 children in Virginia to join the Army. During the war, he got a piece of shell in his leg at the Battle of New Orleans. The year was 1815, and after the war, my great-great-grandpa went to the Philadelphia Medical College and graduated at the head of his class and became a doctor. Then he moved to Mississippi, where he began his 40-year medical practice. But remember, when my great-great-grandpa joined the Army of 1812, he left his wife and 5 children and never went back to them because she was unfaithful to him. And after the war, he traveled south to Mississippi to start a new life. And that's when he married Suzanne Catherine Gulman Ford, a full-blooded Irish girl and with red hair. And she was my great-great-grandmother. If he hadn't left his first wife, I wouldn't even be born. I wouldn't even be here. In 1869, my great-great-grandpa died. John Pearlie Ford and Susanna Gulman had a daughter named Sarah, and this is the line that I'm from. I'm going to show you a picture of my great-grandmother, Sarah, and her husband, which is my great-grandfather, William Denson. William and Sarah got married in a cotton patch. She married William against her father's wishes, Dr. John Pearlie Ford, my great-great-grandpa. My great-grandparents, William and Sarah Denson, had a son named Thomas. Thomas married a woman named Amanda. This couple is my grandparents on my daddy's side. I'll show you a picture of Thomas and Amanda. I know the pictures are not very clear, but they're very old, and I'm fortunate to have them. The picture that you just saw was their wedding picture. Grandpa Thomas was married 5 times and had 17 children. Grandma Amanda was his 3rd wife. My grandpa Thomas and Amanda had 3 children. Grandpa Thomas and Grandma Amanda. Their youngest son was my daddy, Oliver B. Denson. Here's another picture of my Grandma Amanda. The name of my parents are Oliver and Goldie. Here's a picture of them and my oldest sister. Another picture of my mother when she was in her 30s. A picture of my daddy in 1943. He was 33 years old in the middle of World War II. Thank you for watching this video about my heritage. I will pick it up in the next video about my mom, Goldie, and my daddy, Oliver.
Please take a moment to subscribe if you have not done so already. Ring in the notification bell will give you notification every time a new video is uploaded. Giving a likes and comments and sharing the video helps the channel to grow. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.